Everyone knows about LEGO Star Wars and LEGO Harry Potter. These are some of the most successful partnerships LEGO ever had, but I found some LEGO sets based on some of the most obscure and weird TV shows and movies ever. Starting with LEGO The Flintstones. Now I bet most of you never got the chance to watch this Flintstones TV show, so for everyone who does not know, The Flintstones is an animated TV show that follows the adventures of Fred Flintstone and his caveman family in a world filled with modern day things like casinos, jobs, as well as cars. It was one of the first animated shows to ever get a primetime slot on TV and really was the first good animated show. And so to celebrate just how important The Flintstones was to animation and cartoons, LEGO decided to license the show in order to make this LEGO set based on the iconic rock house for the Flintstones family. And I actually quite like this set. I feel like its weird building technique really makes it feel more lifelike, and as though the building is actually just a bunch of rocks. And from one iconic cartoon to another, next we have this LEGO set based off the Powerpuff Girls. When I was growing up, the Powerpuff Girls were everywhere. Everyone was obsessed with this show, and somehow I had no idea that this show was transformed into LEGO until I made this video. There have been a couple of sets released with the Powerpuff Girls, including this mech. Now I will admit, compared to the other LEGO mechs we have, this one is a bit underwhelming, but I love it just because it reminds me so much of my childhood. The Powerpuff Girls did also have a set for the LEGO Dimensions game, which is honestly not much of a flex, as apparently everything had a LEGO Dimensions set, such as our next LEGO piece based on none other than Beetlejuice. Once again, a set that I think very few of you will know about. This LEGO Dimensions character was released to celebrate just how popular and influential the movie and now musical was in the horror genre. It showed movie makers that a movie could be both scary and also fun. Beetlejuice is one of my favorite characters out there, and that is why I love this LEGO Dimensions set. And sure, it's pretty minimal, but that doesn't mean it can't be cool. So we have spoken about my childhood shows, but let's instead talk about a show that I guarantee you have all heard of. Ben 10. Who doesn't love Ben 10? A kid with superpowers. It doesn't get any cooler than that.
It's hero time!
And there were actually some LEGO and Ben 10 collaborations in the late 2000s and early 2010s. These are kind of like Bionicles and were made with some of the most popular Ben 10 characters out there like Jet Ray and Swampfire. All of these are super cool, and I wish I didn't find out that these were a thing because now I gotta go empty my bank account. However, $60 a pop for those is a far better price than our next LEGO set. Avatar The Last Airbender is an amazing show. Both the animated show and the new Netflix live action show, however you enjoy your elemental bending, you will love these LEGO sets. We got two sets as a part of the very small theme, being the Air Temple and the Fire Nation ship. These are both super cool, but we're coming out at a time when LEGO hype was at an all-time low. So unfortunately, if you were not clued in enough to get these when they came out, be prepared to pay thousands of dollars to get them. That's just insane. However, I can understand paying that for two LEGO sets. I would never pay that for a minifigure. This is the Shadow Leonardo minifigure from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This minifigure was released at Comic-Con 2012, and this is literally just a version of Leonardo that is darker than usual. Otherwise, it just looks like Leonardo. However, this Leonardo would cost you $1,500 to get a hold of. That's ridiculous. Who would ever buy this? How to take out a loan for a minifigure. So mortgaging a minifigure aside, what about a LEGO set based on an iconic TV show that you can get a hold of without breaking the bank? This is the LEGO Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. Scooby-Doo has been one of the most popular animated shows for the last couple of decades, spinning off multiple movies, games, toys, and of course LEGO. And this LEGO Mystery Machine is a must-have for any Scooby-Doo fans out there because this set originally came out in 2015 and thankfully a lot of fans were able to get a hold of it. But don't worry, you can get this set for around $100 in resale, so it's actually pretty cheap. And this is one of the many LEGO sets they have done with Scooby-Doo, so definitely have a look and see if there's anything interesting you wanted to get. Mobile gaming has blown up in the last decade, with some of the most popular games ever being mobile games, such as Angry Birds. And did you know that Angry Birds actually had a couple LEGO sets released? And one of my personal favorites is the King Pig Castle, featuring the castle for the Angry Birds' greatest enemy, the pigs. Dun dun dun. Okay, maybe that is not quite as dramatic as I thought it would be, but either way, this set pays homage to one of the most popular mobile games ever. Now, this next set is extremely random to the point that you probably have never heard of it, but I did, and I love this franchise. This is the LEGO Prince of Persia theme, containing various sets based on the video games games such as the Battle of Alamut or the Fight for the Dagger. These sets came out less than a year before it was suddenly retired for some reason. People were not entirely sure why it ended so soon, but it could be because people were not that into it. The Prince of Persia games were very popular in the early 2000s, and this LEGO theme came out a little bit too late for all the hype surrounding the games. The sets are still cool though, and I hope someone out there did not know about this set and can now go and get them some cool LEGO sets. Disney is one of the biggest companies on the planet, and I've worked with LEGO numerous of times. However, one of the weirder collaborations between LEGO and Disney came from the LEGO Cars theme. This was a short-lived theme that was around for just under 3 years, featuring some really cool sets such as this Mater set or even Flo's Garage. I hope one day we can get some car sets similar to the McLaren featuring Lightning McQueen. That would be so cool. And speaking of cool cars, the next LEGO set is the Ecto 1 and 2 Ghostbusters set. Ghostbusters is potentially one of the best movies of all time, and it is up there as one of the classics. Who doesn't love the idea of ghost hunting? Now, almost everyone knows about the Ecto car, but I bet you didn't know about the Ghostbusters Firehouse headquarters. This set is definitely one of the best recreations of a movie in LEGO out there, as it actually looks like the New York Firehouse. However, not every set looks close compared to the original. This is the LEGO Spider-Man Train Rescue. The OG Spider-Man movies are amazing, and are probably some of the best Spider-Man movies we will ever get to see. However, this LEGO set just feels a bit off. Sure, it is based on a scene where Spider-Man stops the train from flying off the Hudson River. However, I would have rather seen a version of Spider-Man where he was trying to stop the train and everyone pulls him onto the train. The Spider-Man theme was a little bit of a cash grab for LEGO, but it is nothing compared to the next set, which is Animal Crossing, and this is one of the biggest games of the 2020s. With a game as popular as Animal Crossing, LEGO of course tried to get a slice of that pie and make a LEGO set based on the popular game. Unfortunately though, a lot of these Animal Crossing sets have just been filled with the check lanes of Walmarts and Targets, making it a little bit boring now. Nook's Cranny is still cool though. Regardless of some weird sets being released by LEGO, everything is awesome over at LEGO. And what's more awesome than the LEGO movie? The LEGO movie is one of the best animated movies in recent years and has something for everyone. And of course, LEGO decided to create some LEGO sets based on the movie, such as Emmett's Construct-A-Mech. After Emmett becomes a master builder, he creates this giant mech entirely out of construction materials. And in both animated LEGO and actual LEGO, this mech looks awesome. Technically though, this is not a movie in LEGO version, but rather a LEGO movie in LEGO version. The LEGO movie was massively liked by fans. Unfortunately though, this next LEGO set based on a TV show was super controversial. This is the LEGO Simpsons theme, a theme based all around the adult animated show The Simpsons. I do not see the issue people had with these sets, as they don't exactly seem controversial, but Karens everywhere felt that this set based on an adult animation was not appropriate for kids. Come on, it's just a cool set based on The Simpsons house, no need to ruin it. However, what about a LEGO set based on an iconic TV show that LEGO suddenly canceled moments before it released? This is Phineas and Ferb, a cartoon that follows the adventures of two brothers as they invent weird things and go on awesome adventures, all while their family pet platypus fights the evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Everyone loves Phineas and Ferb, and this is partly why so many Phineas and Ferb mocks appear on LEGO Ideas every year, and allegedly at one point LEGO were gonna create a set based on the cartoon. It would have been similar to those weird LEGO board games they made back in the early 2010s. Unfortunately, it was canceled and we do not really know much about the set that we would have got. Netflix and LEGO have really begun to cook in recent years, with LEGO sets based on some of the most popular Netflix collaborations like Wednesday and of course Stranger Things. Stranger Things follows Eleven, Mike, and their group of rejects as they fight against supernatural monsters and communists, all set in what people claim to be the best decade ever, the 80s. That's like 100 years ago. No, this is where I would tell you all about the Upside Down Stranger Things set, but everyone already knows about that. So instead, I'm going to tell you all about the Castle Buyer set. Based on Will's hidden grove in his garden, this set was released only at the LEGO stores in New York and London as part of their make and take event, where you would make the set in store before getting to take one away. This limited release means that this set is super rare, and as such, it is also super expensive for a set that is less than 50 pieces, costing a ridiculous $500 resale. Ouch. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? Even as a fully grown adult, dinosaurs are still cool. And this is why I love this next LEGO theme based all around Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. These movies are truly timeless and are loved by kids and adults all across the world. And once again, LEGO saw the success and decided to license the movies to create some awesome looking sets based on iconic scenes from the movies, such as this LEGO set of the T-Rex escape from the first ever Jurassic Park movie. This scene is so cool, with a giant T-Rex stomping on cars and eating a man hiding in a toilet. And the LEGO set is such a good recreation of this. It's just missing the guy on the toilet. However, every theme so far in this video kind of makes sense. I was massively surprised with this next theme, however. If you think of the most popular video games of the last decade, a couple of games would come to mind. Minecraft, Roblox, and of course Fortnite. Back in the late 2010s, Fortnite was growing rapidly, with millions upon millions of players jumping onto the island to claim the victory royale. But there was one problem. Epic Games were struggling to keep up with the player demands. Players wanted all of their favorite characters in the game like Spider-Man, Rick and Morty, Peter Griffin, and more. To deal with this, both Sony and LEGO invested millions of dollars into Fortnite in 2022. And this investment would be the catalyst to create LEGO Fortnite, one of the best LEGO games ever created. And of course, as the game mode became popular, LEGO decided to make some tie-in sets to Fortnite such as the LEGO Supply Llama, LEGO Durr Burger, and perhaps the most popular, the LEGO Battle Bus. This collaboration is still pretty new, but I must admit it is super popular, and I'm very excited for future sets based on Fortnite. While Fortnite is very popular with kids nowadays, back in the old days, there was an old movie that every kid was obsessed with, The Goonies. The Goonies is an old movie that follows a group of misfit friends as they search for a long-lost pirate treasure, One-Eyed Willie. Their adventure takes them deep into the underground caverns and derelict cabins before they finally find One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship and his hoard of treasure. And this amazing show was a part of the LEGO Dimensions game, featuring a small add-on pack containing Sloth, One-Eyed Willie's ship, and the skeletal organ from one of the best scenes in the movie. LEGO Dimensions collaborations are weird, but ones like this always brought a smile to my face. But it's an old movie, who cares? How about a movie that is still actually quite new? This is the LEGO Toy Story theme, a theme released back in 2010 to celebrate the third movie in the Toy Story franchise. This theme may seem kind of weird, but it actually contains some super cool sets, such as the super depressing trash compactor scene. You know, when they almost all die in a fiery inferno? I still have trauma from that movie, but nothing gives me more trauma than the fact that you haven't subscribed and click this video right here.